Hey guys, I just wanted to do another quick update video, probably 5-10 minutes or so, just to give you an update as to what I've been working on. I haven't done an update video in a couple of weeks. I was going to do one last weekend, but there really wasn't a whole lot going on. So I do have a few things to talk about, and some things that I've posted out on other social media that I can talk a little bit about as well. As you can see behind me here, I still have some excavation and yard work to do with the landscape, but that's going to be a whole nother project, and I'm going to put that's kind of going towards the bottom of my list because I can do a lot more of that next year. This is obviously not going to be done anytime soon. Still quite a bit of work to do here. This will start with this log that's sitting here. This is a 26 inch diameter pine log that I milled, partially milled, as you can see. I still have to finish that, which I'm going to work on this weekend. This log I pulled down from the pile, which you'll see by looking over there, if you can see from here, but that pile's getting smaller. I've actually milled, just milled a whole bunch of, over here, some oak and pine, because I have some things I want to get built before winter comes. I want to build a tool shed where I can store all my chainsaws and a lot of the tools that I use for doing a lot of the outdoor work, that I can store all those things in and work on as needed, and it kind of gives me a space to do those things. And may or may not insulate it, I don't know. If I do, I'll have to find a little electric heater or something to heat it. I will probably build it, if I'm smart, right here next to this little electrical outlet. This way I can run an extension cord over to it and run power to it, so whenever I want to use any power tools or anything there, I have the ability to do that, like my chainsaw sharpener and a drill or anything like that I want to charge. Sounds like the neighbor's got a truck showing up there. Looks like they're getting a delivery. So anyway, so I have that going on. I want to get that tool shed built. I'm probably going to build it something like 8x10, 8x12, or 6x10, something that I can potentially pick up and move with a big machine that I can move over to the other property if I decide I want to do that when we finally get electricity over there. This weekend, speaking of that, I'm hoping Saturday I can get back to working on the pole barn project. I have a stack of telephone poles down there. I picked up a whole bunch more, some pretty large ones, solid cedar telephone poles. I don't know if I'd mentioned that in the last video or not. So I'm going to use those as the posts for the pole barn. And then once I can get those posts up and set in, I may or may not put concrete in the ground with those. I'm not sure. They weren't set with concrete for the decades that they were in the ground before being used, and there's no rot, so I don't think it's going to be a problem if I do set them without concrete. But the benefit of having them concrete is I'll have a nice footing, less likely to move around as I'm putting the structure up. Of course, once I get it all framed and supported with braces and all that, it won't be as much of a problem with it moving. But we do get frost up here, so unless we're going to get below the frost line, we got heaving going on, so I'm going to have to dig deep enough to get that done. I do have my backhoe over on the other property, and I plan on using that to dig those footings when the time comes. I do have that listed for sale because I'm hoping to pick up a tracked version of this. I talked to JCB possibly about getting a new version with tracks, and something that's probably capable of doing twice as much lifting wise, and then I can replace both machines with that one. I'm really not sure where I'm going with that yet, so that's kind of just up here right now, something to think about. I do want to build the mill, or I should say move the mill over to the trailer that I have so I can make that more mobile. I have thought about looking at other mills, but I think I'm gonna hold off on that at least until next year if I decide to do anything like that. But right now, this mill, I really can't find any good reason to move to a different model or a different mill other than making it mobile, which would help a lot. I know that there are mills that are available, like the wood misers, that have the hydraulic option of being able to move logs onto the mill and turn them and all that, but I've been doing fine with this. I don't really need to do a high production. If I do ever get to that point where I need more automation, I may look into an option like that. But for now, this mill's doing good for me. I've been really happy with it, of course, and I have that trailer I plan on mounting it to, so that should work out really well. I got my other truck now back from the shop, so I'm pretty excited about that. I now have a vehicle I can drive around that's not a big 3/4 ton gas guzzler, so that's going to be nice to have. I have all this pine out here that I am going to start trying to use to build a few things around here, like a dog house for the dogs and I want to build a place where people, the delivery people, can leave packages down at the bottom of our driveway, because our driveway is 300 feet long from the road, and when the winter hits and we get ice and all that, it's a lot harder for them to get up here. So we get a lot of those notices of couldn't deliver, come to our office and pick it up, and that is also a pain to do, especially in the winter, having to drive out to their offices and pick up your package. So I'm going to put some sort of box down there that I can have them deliver stuff in, and that'll make things a lot easier. Chickens are doing well. We're getting about 4 or 5 eggs a day from them, so they're doing awesome. I'm probably going to I have some roofing paper, some paper that I can put on the outside of the chicken coop that'll help cut down on the breeze and the cold a little bit over the winter, and also help further weatherproof the exterior of it. So I'm probably going to do that. Other than that, the chickens should be good for the winter. We are just about done with firewood. That woodshed in the back there, you can see the front of it looks full, but the back of that is still half empty, and I have all the cutoffs from the mill over the past year or so that I haven't cut up for firewood yet, so I'm going to cut that up, stuff the back of that woodshed. We should be good for winter. I'm hoping to get some of these things done this weekend. I have tomorrow off, Friday. I have Monday off, and of course Saturday and Sunday, so this weekend I should be able to get a lot of things wrapped up. My goal this weekend is to start finishing and stop starting projects. So all the things that I have in progress, I need to get done. The kiln, I was just checking the humidity and the moisture content of the wood again, some pieces that are in there, and it really hasn't changed over the past week, so it's pretty much at equilibrium in there, and the humidity, the moisture content is, all the hardwood is under 15%, 14%, and the equilibrium in my house is about 14%, 13-14% for all the wood that I've checked the moisture on in the house. So I'd say for this area that wood's going to be good. I'm going to bring it down to dry storage this weekend, take an inventory of it, and get it up on our website for people to check out. So at that point we'll probably have close to 150 or more slabs up on our website, and we'll be able to also start offering more types of wood for the box of wood product. I don't know if you haven't been on the website, there's an option called box of wood, where you can actually buy a box of wood for like, I don't know, 10-12 bucks, and I'll ship it out to you. So you just pay for the box of wood and for the shipping. Dillonswoodworks.com, and you can check that out. There will be a lot more stuff coming up onto that website over the next couple of weeks, so keep an eye on that. Also on the website at the very top, you'll see all the links to our social media, so you can check us out and follow us over there. The outhouse is the other project that I am just about done with now. You can see we got the roof done. That's looking good. We just got a whole bunch of rain the past couple days, and it's been staying very dry in there, so the roof is working out really well. The door is ready for hinges. I have the hinges sitting right there in my truck in the front seat, so I just got to grab those, and I'll be putting this door on. After that, I pretty much just have to jack it up, put the skids under it, and attach those, and this outhouse is ready to go. I'm planning on letting the customer know that they can pick it up anytime this weekend, so that will be on its way out, and I can start working on the next build project. I do have a lot of cleanup to do around the property. I have these old benches that somebody gave me. I'm going to see if I can maybe turn those into some small benches to keep outside. Like I said, I'm going to be emptying the kiln this weekend, putting that down in dry storage, so that's going to be good. Speaking of storage, I'm planning on emptying my garage out, hopefully this weekend also. Luckily it's a long weekend because I get a lot to do. I plan on moving all the stuff that's in here down to storage. We have a storage unit downtown, so we're going to plan on emptying that garage out and moving that stuff down there, because one of my next big projects as the cold weather starts to come is to remodel that garage into my shop. So I'll have a better shop space, and I'll be able to free up the room that the shop is currently in, which was formerly a family room. So I'm looking to turn that into a home gym and storage for our family. So I think that'll be a good use of that. Ryan's been asking me about going to the gym with him. He hasn't done that yet, but he wants to. So I thought I could put together a home gym and then maybe even meet him up at his school, where they do have a gym at the high school, and go up there and work out with him as well. Speaking of working out, I need to get back into running again. I fell off that wagon. I do need to get back into that. I have maybe only been running, I don't know, a couple times in the last 2 or 3 weeks. So that's bad. I definitely feel great today. I've been sleeping a little bit better the last few nights, and things have been going good. I have a load of logs over here. I think I mentioned in the last video, I think I got them right around that time. So some of those are going to hopefully get milled this weekend. I have a load of logs coming on Saturday. I believe they're going to be bringing honey locust, sugar maple, and also be getting an oak burl that the tree service guy has for me. So he's going to bring that by, and I'll be able to mill that up, and I'll show you what that looks like. So I think that'll be really cool. I do have some videos that I haven't edited yet, and I'm hoping to get to and have out this weekend. I have a video of me, a short video of me slabbing this log up with the new Steel MS8 880 big boy chainsaw. I also have some video of me milling up and slabbing up a 55-inch diameter red oak log that I need to get out. I've just been so busy focusing on getting all the stuff done around here. As the leaf colors change on the trees, that's a reminder around here that colder weather is coming and that we need to prepare for snow and ice and all that. And I still have a whole bunch of stuff around here that I need to clean up and get weatherproofed before the winter comes. I have some things I still need to do to the kiln. I'm gonna put some like tar paper on the outside of it for now and get that secured in a little bit more weatherproof, a little bit, clean up the flashing a bit so that's better for and ready for winter. Do a little bit more grading out here in the yard so when everything finally freezes, it's not all bumpy, it's nice and smooth. So that's pretty much an update on where I'm at. Like I said, I have a couple of more videos. Hopefully I'll have at least one out within the next week or so. I just got to take the time to edit that, and that editing unfortunately takes a lot of time, which I don't mind doing, but I just got to find the time where I can actually sit and do it. And I have, like I said, the next 4 days off, so I think that will be probably a good time to work on that stuff. I also need to get back to building Ryan's room for him in the basement. So as you can see and hear, I don't have any downtime really, which I don't mind because downtime kind of bothers me. I'm not really a big fan of downtime. I get anxious and feel like I need to be doing something. So just like when I'm talking, I can't stop moving around. So I have a lot of things to do. There's another project I have to get done, is that used to be a porch, and I had to cut the porch out when we put that septic system in. So I have to rebuild that before winter, or at least decent stairs with a railing and stuff, so when winter comes, we have a safe place to get in and out of the house. And then once the garage is clean too, we'll be able to get in and out of there a lot easier. I also have to get up on the roof there and clean our chimney before the roof is replaced, which the roof is supposed to be replaced this month, so that's another thing that's going to be happening soon. So yeah, that's pretty much covers most of the things I got working on. I'm sure there's other things, but can only do so much at one time. So my focus is, and I think I mentioned it on Trello, Trello, social media on Instagram and Facebook, but I use this program called Trello. By no means am I sponsored or anything by them, but it's a great free utility, Trello.com, Trello.com. Where it helps kind of get you organized. And what you can do is use cards. They have I think there's some videos out there on how to organize and set it up. It's actually very easy. It's a simple product. But you use their website. They have an app, so you can access it through your computer or your phone, where you can go on there and you can set up kind of rows based on like the status of whatever it is that you're working on. If you have a to-do list, an in-progress list, a done list, and when you look at your to-do list and you're in progress and done, you can see what you have in each of those statuses. So if you see you got 15 things in progress, you probably don't want to pull any more stuff out of your to-do list until you get your in progress stuff done first. And I've always struggled with that. So Trello does help me keep those things organized. A lot of times I don't take the time to look at it, and that's when I start getting ahead of myself, and then I go back into Trello, I reorganize things, and I realize I have way too many things going on at once. I got to put the brakes on certain things that aren't as important, bring things over that are more important, and focusing on things that are in progress that are the most important things, and get those done before I move on to the next thing. So I'm trying to get better at that. As you can see, I'm not perfect at that, and I'm sure I never will be, but improvement is constant, and always improving yourself is kind of the goal, at least for me. Every day I try to do something better, and you know, like they say, one day at a time. Just each day wake up and try to think about what can I do better today, what can I improve today, what can I get completed today that will make me feel better at the end of the day about myself, that I can at least have that rewarding feeling and saying, hey, you know what, no matter, even though I'd maybe have not finished everything, I accomplished a lot, and you can check a lot of those things off your list. I know it helps me mentally, and so it's something to think about if you ever find that struggle. It's something that has helped me when I sometimes forget those things. So anyway, just to not get this video too much longer, it's now 15 minutes, so if you're still listening and watching, thank you. If you are new here and this is the first video, check out some of the other channels, videos on our channel, and drop a comment down below and let us know how you found us. And for everyone else, drop a comment down below. Let me know how you guys are all doing, and hope things are going well for everyone out there. I really appreciate you guys all sticking with me. I know I haven't had a lot of videos out lately, but hopefully here soon I'll be able to do a lot more once everything gets, I feel everything's gotten tightened up here for winter. But I do have a couple of videos, like I said, that still have to be edited, and I should hopefully get those things out in the next videos out in the next couple of weeks. As you can tell, I've had a lot of coffee and feel pretty energetic today, so I'm probably going to get a lot of stuff done today. But anyway, until next time, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.